seems perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, thanks.
So, we've been told that there is more treasure in the rich man's house, and I think that this is the rich man's house, but I can't really remember.
The rich man? Yeah, I think this is the rich man's house.
Said it was South Figaro.
Yeah, I think this is
which
it,
is
right?
where we are.
My father said that I'm the richest little boy in town. I have the shiniest shoes. All the other boys have dirty, muddy shoes.
Okay, so
this is the man who wrote the letter. Oh, Ryan, you
is this? No, this is the rich man. He's not the one that wrote the letter.
Oh no, he's the one who called the Empire to South Figaro.
Yeah,
Shit,
then,
I was thinking he's in like a similar room.
Down here.
Ryan!
I want to make sure I'm not missing it, but yes.
I forgot to tell you, it's been like so long since we recorded. Last weekend, Christy went to the beach with her mom, so I was home alone. Which, anyway, I got to go to Fiction with my friend Anoli, and I got the chicken and waffle again, the vegan chicken and waffle, and it's Ryan, it's so good.
How good is it?
I also got the soy barbecue with it to eat with the chicken and waffle. And it was the best fucking thing ever.
It sounds like quite the flavor jam.
Yeah. I also learned all of my star signs, Ryan. All of my astrological signs.
Hyper wrist.
I think I already have one of those.
Do we?
Or I know that term. Do you know your moon sign or your ascendant sign, Ryan?
No. None of that stuff has ever really interested me, to be honest with you.
I don't know why obviously I don't really necessarily believe in it, but I just find it interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just never tickled anything. Like, I never even went back and checked to see if my sign was impacted by the addition of the 13th sign or whatever. As far as I know, I'm Sagittarius.
Do you know Christy's a Sagittarius too? I mean, it makes sense because you guys were born similar time.
We're pretty close together.
But I don't know if you ever thought about it.
If anything, it's surprising that you're not. But I guess you're about a full month away, right?
Yeah,
if
October.
Not more, 6 weeks.
October 5. I'm a Libra.
Gotcha.
And honestly, the description of Libra seems very accurate to me.
I mean...
You read into it.
I hate to be a party pooper, but I just think that no matter who you are, the way that horoscopes are written, that it's always like you just... find a way to apply it to yourself. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me.
It's
like,
just kind
no
of
matter
fun.
What. Like, I think if you take a horoscope out of the average newspaper and take away the sign label and just read whichever one...
Horoscopes are one thing, though. The sign descriptions are different.
But that's the way that, like, the vast majority of people interact with
for sure.
Astrological signs, right? Like, I don't think I'm far off with that.
No, I think you're totally right.
Okay.
The sign descriptions are almost just, like, different archetypes of people. But you're right, they're totally so general that. Anyway, Ryan, have I ever really talked to you at length about the idea of, like, because you've probably seen me mention, like, witches and stuff before, and part of my interest in that.
Yeah.
But I found an article that I reshared on Facebook that I want to go back to, but it was about the idea of, like, magic as a kind of thing to dealing with illness and trauma.
I think I saw that. I didn't read what you had posted. I'm sorry, but I saw that.
I only wrote a line. Yeah.
And wow, you actually change the terrain when you successfully do one of these dances. That's very strange. Look at this. Now we're in the mountains, but we're.
But what were you gonna say?
You should read some of the recent work of Leigh Alexander if you haven't already.
Leigh-H. Is that a designer? Because I think I follow them on Twitter.
She. Not a designer as far as I know, but she...
I know Leigh Alexander.
She used to do game criticism, and then she didn't care about games anymore. And now she's writing stuff about, like, modern, like, digital witchcraft and, like...
See, that's kind of exactly...
casting spells using emojis and stuff.
But
like, it seemed like it was up your alley.
That's entirely up my alley.
I haven't... Again, I follow her on Twitter.
I think I do, too.
And I saw some of the stuff. I haven't read her articles, but I was like, this is exactly what Claire would.
That's exactly up my alley. No, 100%.
So it's my recommendation for you. And I think most of her stuff gets published in The Guardian. So
okay, that's really cool. I'm going to note that down right now, actually. But the whole idea, and one of my friends commented something that I felt was really kind of important. But it was completely not about the idea that, like magic is an actual supernatural force. Just like if you think about like Satanism or something, like people like actually worshiping Satan. But the idea was that it can be a way to kind of rewrite your neural pathways. Like, which is funny, because somebody commented on it to say that was exactly the thing, because you're as a way to counteract trauma or illness, but it was exactly the phrase that my therapist had used to describe the way that OCD kind of has affected the brain. Like, you've worn ruts in thinking ways, so it's much harder in your brain to think other ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so it's kind of like using ritual practice as it really is almost a method of CBT for yourself, like cognitive behavioral therapy.
Right.
But I also just like that's like one aspect of why it fascinates me and why I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. I also just like there's lots of like aspects of the idea of like spellcasting that is very interesting to me. Just in terms of like how things can be transformative, or taking experiences and using them as raw materials, or like I like to phrase them as like treating them as reagents for things. You know what I mean? Like, so you can kind of take them and they become used for something else. Like extracting pieces is really fascinating to me.
I do think there's power in ritual in the way it can affect how you think.
Right.
And I do generally believe that if you believe certain things about yourself or your circumstances, that you can trick your brain into making things a little bit better for you, making at least your reaction to circumstance a little bit better.
Sure.
And there's
it's a kind of magical thinking, really, more than it is quote unquote. Yeah.
And I think there is some power to that. I always have a really visceral initial reaction to that kind of thing.
Sure, because it sounds really new agey, I guess.
Yeah, but then I try to dial it back and not.
No, it's okay. Well, because I sound silly, I think, like when you first talking about it, but I think like I'm very, very far away from imagining that it's like a literal reality.
You're not
going
to summon something.
No, like I'm way more conscious of the fact that it's purely about sometimes like just the action itself. You know what I mean? Like, and
that's what I'm saying. The power of ritual is just like doing the thing. Is enough.
Is the act. You know what I mean? That is the magic. Is the act. I don't know. I find that really, really, really fascinating. The other aspect, though, that I've probably talked to you about witch, that is like completely different but equally important and attractive for me, is the idea that witch is kind of a locator in general for femininities for femininity in general, but for deviant femininities that are like kind of not approved by the dominant culture. You know what I mean? Like, like in historical like witch burnings and stuff, like they were women who were suspect for whatever reason. A lot of times they were like women who weren't married. You know what I mean? Like people who didn't fit into the standard like prescribed gender roles of things. Right. And so as a trans woman in particular, where like your femininity is constantly questioned and constantly at stake, it can feel it's like an aspect of reclamation that can feel really empowering. Right. Just like I finally got into the point where like sorry if this is weird to talk about, but like reclaimed slurs have kind of become important to me. Partially because it's just like a milestone for myself of saying like I've been able to overcome something that was kind of been internalized. You know what I mean? But they're slurs. Like queer was originally a slur, like tranny's a slur, or like faggot's a slur. Yeah. But I kind of like have come to embrace all of those different ones, and I'm like actually a really big fan of the idea of like woman faggots or like girl faggots, just because like it's partially related to the fact that I'm an AMAB person who's going to be misread a lot, so it can be empowering to take back something that I kind of read as a liminal space between genders.
Let's make this a little bit more beginner. AMAB.
Those are assigned sex at birth, assigned male at birth, or assigned female at birth. Or you might see them as KFAB or KMAB, coercively assigned. Gotcha. Yeah. So it's kind of a general way to refer to people based on assignment at birth. Which is kind of problematic, too, because it kind of is essentializing in its own way, but it originally had good intentions to be, instead of saying like someone was like born a man, which is just not fundamentally reflecting the reality of gender.
I don't know, fundamentally untrue.
Anyway, that's just been something else that's kind of been in my head and kind of important, and I don't know how all these things are really connected, but I feel like all the different pieces that we've been talking about are kind of, I don't know, liberating in various ways, you know? Because fighting against mental illness and using, like, it's almost like using No Man's Sky or using the Mass Effect planets as aspects of, like, personal ritual, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, treating them as reagents for writing something and putting it out, which can be kind of a displacement of anxiety, which is kind of how I was using Mass Effect.
Yeah, and that's why, I thought something similar could be achieved with No Man's Sky if you really
yeah,
want to play it.
And I think that's why it's so exciting. Aside from the fact that, just the milieu of it, like the space aspect, the space exploration aspect, you're being a spacer and wandering around abandoned planets is just like 100% my jam.
Right.
Like, and I think there's like probably reasons for that. I just don't really know how to suss them out right now.
I'm not seeing.
I'm not sure what we're doing.
There's supposed to be a secret path to treasure in this area that we hadn't found already.
Ryan's dog, named China Boy, is making hamburgers right now.
He does love to knead on a blanket.
He's so cute. We've honestly, comparing to Charlie though too, is like we've kind of realized how tiny Hash Brown is. He's like
small.
a little.
I'm sorry. It's just because his like heart rate must like burn so many calories all the time. Like,
he's a very busy man, as we have said.
I'm trying to find this painting. I don't know if you saw it.
Wait, what paintings?
On the gram. This painting.
Oh, I saw it. The one that Robin made? Yeah. I liked it. It's so cute.
It is very cute.
If you haven't seen it.
If you want to see some good Taco and Charlie art.
Also, if you want to follow me
gram.
and see mostly selfies that I take, you can follow me.
I will say.
Yeah, I only have
I like your selfies, but I like them on your account more than the GFG.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
like Tracy was like, you really need to make the GFG account more gaming and cats oriented, and so she posted this picture of Taco and Charlie on my legs.
It was very cute.
During a No Man's Sky stream, and I think that was the most liked picture we've ever had on Instagram. It was.
That's really awesome. She might have tagged it too. Like, I haven't been tagging it. Normally, though, what I was doing is I was only taking selfies of us when we were doing recording sessions, and then I did one or two. I think that were outside of it. But so that's part of the reason I was like, I should probably just make my own. But it was already hooked up through my phone, so I had this mental block where I was kind of like, I shouldn't have drinking that Red Bull.
How easy is it to switch between accounts on the app?
I think it's relatively easy. My phone's dead, otherwise I would check it. But
see, I don't have any other account but the GFG account.
Yeah, see, that's why I was kind of I don't know, hesitant. But leaving Facebook for the Corn Games thing.
I don't understand
what
where anything else would be.
Are you looking for the paintings in the old man's house, the rich man's house? Because that's over in that other town.
Paintings?
You said something about paintings. I thought.
I think the only thing I said.
Oh, the painting of Charlie. Sorry, I connected it in my head. Is this going to be unbearable to listen to because I'm talking so fast? Okay, because
there are hidden passages in the area where all the enemies were, and one of them leads to treasure.
What the fuck?
I don't. Let me pull up another map.
Okay. I've been getting catted up lately. Do you see my foot? Look at this foot.
That's fucked.
It's Hash Brown. He's hidden. He's
a bastard.
He sometimes claws us through the.
Okay.
Through the bedspread.
Why?
Because he's playing. He sees the movement under the blanket. We usually lock him out once he starts.
Yeah, human bodies are not play toys.
Well, he doesn't know they're human bodies because all he knows is that there's movement under the blankets. Our poor little boy. Ryan, can I get my album of the week? Are we recording again?
Didn't you?
No.
Or did you start the thought and not finish it?
Started the thought, yeah.
Gotcha. Hit me up.
Okay. I was saying, up until, the past week, I kind of, hit, this weird, music gap last week. Because I was doing a lot of the writing and I was, really, really anxious. And I was just kind of in, a hell space, so I didn't listen to a lot of music. But before that, I was listening to a lot of black metal. But this week, I've been listening to a lot more dance music and electronica. I don't know. It made me feel vaguely. I thought of you a little bit. But there was a genre in the 2010s called bubblegum bass that I was playing Ryan a little bit of. One of the songs that I'm a little obsessed with is "Hey Cutie," QT by QT.
I found it. I found the thing.
Oh, cool.
I found the way down.
And all of the singles by Sophie, Lemonade, Hard, and the one I like is the MS MSN or something like that. But the coolest thing that I'm kind of obsessed about right now, I don't really know what you call the genre. I have to look it up. But do you know I already asked you. Big Freedia?
You asked me off the stream, or off the
recording, yeah.
But no, I do not know.
Okay. I think they might be trans. I don't know. But have you seen those YouTube music videos?
The commercials?
Yeah. Because there's like a couple and they're kind of like, you know, they kind of like take like quote unquote marginalized people and put them in the videos.
I don't get those commercials, to be honest with you.
Like I guess they're supposed to be advertising YouTube music, but like it's people like being themselves and like listening to music.
No one uses that, right?
No, I don't think so. I think that's kind of the point of why they're advertising.
I guess,
but like there's like a Muslim girl who's like rapping to some song.
I like that.
I like that one.
Ooh, I got a ribbon.
Because I was going to talk about the trans girl one, because she's.
I saw the trans girl one.
Because like part of me thinks
that was the most interesting.
I kind of also hate it. Like
yeah, that's why I say interesting, because I don't know that it's actually progressive or not. Like it almost feels exploitative. Like it's the focus on the dress.
Totally.
Aspect of gender.
You. Yeah, you're like way out. You're all over what I was going to say.
Well, sorry for stealing your thunder.
No, that's good. Like you're saving me the word. but she's listening. I mean, like, because I think, like, personally, like, I watch it and I'm like, oh, this girl seems really cool. Mm-hmm. And she's listening to Big Freedia, which is kind of cool. Which is
that was the thing too, is that I had no idea what the music was.
Oh yeah, and like I think it's because there's kind of, but like to me it seemed like.
All right, I've gotten everything here.
Okay, pretty clear that like in the video's terms, like she's probably supposed to be like a closeted trans woman, and like you go home and you can be your authentic self when you're listening to YouTube music, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, whenever I watched it, I got like really, I kind of like, I had this like thought that I was like, I really don't want to watch this with other people. Like, I do not want to watch this with cis people because like I feel like they're gonna get the wrong idea about me, and like because it. I really hate the emphasis. Like, it's like a classic trans trope to like show the trans woman like dressing up and like transforming, which is bullshit. And also like I feel like it kind of blurs the lines between whatever she's doing, which is like maybe just like is the music video trying to portray her as like someone in drag? You know what I mean? But it's not really a drag aspect to her like actual presentation.
It's unclear whether she's supposed to be a trans girl or whether she's just like trying to be in drag. Like,
yeah, exactly. And, like, it's cool either way. It's just, like...
It is, but it's at the same time, it's, like... It feels, especially in the current cultural climate and the current topics of discussion... exploitative in a way.
Totally.
I don't know. I had mixed feelings about it. Yeah. But it was interesting either way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It, like, I just found I'm almost trying, like, kind of losing, like, what it was that I found was kind of upsetting about it. But, like, it just made me uncomfortable. Like, I really don't want this to come on while people are around me. Because, like... It just put, like, it's, like, weirdly, like... What's the word that I can't say, Ryan?
I don't know.
Prurient?
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 That is a ridiculous word that no one should ever have to say.
It's a ridiculous word, right? But that kind of interest in it, it just seemed weird to me. But Big Freedia's cool, and... Also, and there's, like, this whole other aspect where she's, like, super cis-passing and, like, presenting after she's, like... and it's a white girl, which is, like, listening to Big Freedia. Like, alright, come on. Like, it's like one of those things where just
the one where the girl's crying is the one I really don't like.
Which one is that?
The YouTube music.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen
the one I think I saw first.
Like the Korean rat boy, the woman getting out of prison, the trans girl one, and
I don't think I've seen the girl getting out of prison.
Oh yeah, I think she's getting out of prison. Like, and then her husband and daughter are waiting for her. I like the Muslim girl rapping. That was my favorite.
Yeah, I like that one quite a bit.
Because it's just like... Because that one's different because it's just like her just doing her thing, which is kind of cool.
I think the only thing about it that is very strange to me is that is such an uncrowded high school...
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a completely artificial, like, setting she's in, and, like, it would be very awkward if...
And, like, everyone's like... everyone's just like, hey, what's up? And she's just, like, vocally rapping.
I mean, like, maybe they're just, like, cool with it, and, like...
I mean, maybe.
I know.
Like, it's weird. It's, like... I remember high school. No one did that.
No.
So,
I mean,
what's up?
Anyway, I don't know why it's... Oh, just because Big Freedia is really cool. So check out the Big Freedia album.
Oh, what's the name of the album? Let me put it in.
I don't remember. It's the only one on Spotify if you look.
Okay, I'll look.
But the song that I'm obsessed with off of there is N.O. Bounce. Because it was awesome. I also think probably, I need to double check, like I don't know why I don't know anything about Big Freedia. Probably because I just started listening to her in the last couple of days. But I'm pretty sure she might be from New Orleans, and...
You look...
You're not from around
dorky.
You look dorky.
Fucking dorky.
You fucking nerds.
Alright, so I guess whatever I heard about this place we can't actually do yet, so never mind.
Okay. My friend Sally doesn't watch this because this is like, this is a random episode in the middle of an LP. But my friend Sally lives in New Orleans and somehow got a picture with Big Freedia the other day.
Wow. That seems cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's go to the auction house.
Yeah.
I don't remember where it is. But I think maybe it's just down here. Is this the auction house?
I am so fucking hungry.
Did you eat?
I had that at McDonald's.
When did you have that?
Like 9:30.
Oh, this is the opera house.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Wait, is the auction house in Jador?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that.
I thought it was its like own place, but I might just be thinking of the opera house.
Yeah.
All I had to eat was 2 pork chops.
That sounds like a good food.
It is alright. I mean, it's not very like substantial to last your stomach. So
I don't know.
I'm kind of hungry now myself.
I've been having like all my foods, like I've just been on like really good food days like the past few days. I really wanted noodle the other day and we went out to Noodle for Charlene's birthday and it was the fucking best.
You went out to where?
The Noodle Incorporated, Noodle Company or whatever the place is called.
The place that we usually go?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Noodles and Company.
Noodles and Company. God, it was so fucking good. Have you ever gotten their cheesy garlic bread?
No.
Because
I usually just get my noodle bowl and soup and that's it.
Oh, it's so fucking good though.
Alright. Here's the next item. Oh, do you want to be an auctioneer?
Okay, here's the next item.
You can just...
This is astounding. A real talking chocobo. Do I hear 1,000 GP? 5,000 GP.
Can I bid?
7,000 GP. Papa, I want that. Please.
No, you don't. Now pipe down.
I want it. Buy it. Pretty please. Well, how about it? Buy it for 10,000 GP. Yeah, buy that chocobo, Ryan. Want 10,000 GP. Are there any more bids?
500,000 GP.
Whoa. 500,000 GP.
500,000 GP.
Sold to this lucky person. Take it away, please.
Wow, I don't even get a chance
Yahoo!
to bid back.
Thanks, Papa. Yahoo!
Alright, well.
Oh, I itch my eye.
Well, we have our treat for the day. Let's go home.
Oh my god, these people are so rich. Yahoo! Yippee!
I just wanted my very own chocobo.
You could catch one out in the middle of the woods, Ryan. Well, that's all for today. Come back again real soon.
What? 1 item a day? Some whack-ass auction.
So wait, what were we supposed to do here?
I don't know. Let me see if there's another auction.
Do we need... Oh. Okay, here's our next item. This is a real astounding, a real talking chocobo. Do I hear 1,000 GP?
Did I sign up?
Is there a way that you can, like, bid?
I mean, I only have that one. Oh, God, it's just the same thing.
What is happening? How many chocobos does this boy need? Oh my god, I'm gonna rub my eye and mess up my neck. No, Ryan, I think I catted my eye. And not in a cool way with eyeliner.
You what?
I got cat hair in my eye. Or, like, I touched a cat and touched my eye. Fucks me up.
I don't have to bid, and he still just bids the $500,000. Like an idiot.
He has spent so much money on chocobos. You could probably pay someone to go catch you a chocobo for less than this auction price.
Yeah, more likely than not. Especially based on those initial bids.
Chocobo Sprite, though? Very dope looking. Yeah. He's way overbidding. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Also, Ryan, this is no probable interest to you, but I got a highlighter from Ipsy Bag, which is a type of makeup, and I've been using it, and I feel like it's like
highlighter?
Highlighter, yeah.
Like,
it's designed to like highlight the places on your face where light hits.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, it's called. I don't know. I've heard it called strobing before because it's like kind of like contouring, but with just highlighter.